to Bond University's graduation. Please take time to note the nearest fire exit to you. They are located in each corner of the theatre. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow the directions of university staff. As today is a very special occasion for each of the graduates, please turn your devices to silent and remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. For those who are unable to join us in person today, a live stream of this ceremony is available from the Bond University graduation website and Bond University YouTube channel. Graduates, I will now take you through the protocols for the presentation of awards. When directed by staff, please proceed in your order of seating and line up along the stairs to my right. When your name is announced, please proceed across the stage to collect your testama and to the far end in front of the media board to have your photo taken with the presiding officer. Once your photo has been taken, proceed up the middle aisle to my left, around the rear of the theatre, and you'll be directed back to your seat. The formal proceedings will commence shortly, but first, please enjoy a short presentation celebrating 30 years of Bond University.
Today, as of this moment, vision has become reality. The way is now ahead. From sandstone and a strong, unwavering vision, an institution was built to offer a student experience without peer. A university created to redefine the landscape, setting new heights for global education. In our first 30 years, almost 30,000 alumni have passed through our doors.
All our graduates, please stand. Be successful, have great careers, and never forget Bond University.
With an unbreakable bond to the international networks and experiences that position them for success. Together, we have built a legacy. A legacy that continues to evolve today.
Bond University will take its place among the great universities.
As we strive for and reach new horizons in personalised learning, we continue to deliver a truly remarkable global student experience.
To my fellow graduates, thank you for your friendship. Please cherish the memories and friends, but continue making new ones. Goodbye and good luck.
Since 1989, Bond University has forged the way in law, business, society and design, health sciences and medicine, and sport. Led by great minds.
Bond University will become a magnificent jewel in the crown of Australian tertiary education.
With an even greater vision for the next 30 years and beyond. It's because of those who came before us that our future is limitless.
Would everyone please stand for the academic procession?
Please be seated. Graduates, family and friends of the graduates, university colleagues, welcome to this graduation celebration for students who have recently completed their studies at the Bond Business School. Please join me in thanking our Piper, Bond alumnus, Pipe Major Nick Tompkins. On behalf of the university community and those in attendance, I acknowledge the Kumbamberi people of the Yugambeh language on whose ancestral lands Bond University now stands. I pay my respects to elders, past, present and emerging, and I do so in a spirit of reconciliation. Here at the university, we acknowledge that graduation is a liminal event in the life of a student, and as a result, we are delighted that we are able to offer each graduate that is able to attend and their family and friends the opportunity to participate in this ceremony that publicly marks the significant milestone of graduation. Each graduate today will be presented to the presiding officer and have their photograph taken with him. It is now my pleasant duty to present this morning's presiding officer, member of the university governing body, Dr. Manny Pohl, AM.
Graduates, and I think it's only fitting that I address you first, because you are the most important people here today. Bond colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and can those of you at the back hear me okay? Cool, thank you. Graduations are always special events for the graduates, their partners, family, friends, and for all of those who have supported them during their studies here at Bond University. I'm delighted that you are able to join us today, and it's great to see so many of the seats filled, and honor each of these graduates on the wonderful occasion. It's trite to say, but true, we are living in interesting times. We are, all of us at the University Council, and especially me, immensely proud of the Vice-Chancellor whose iron determination to hold these graduation ceremonies won out, even overcoming the most unpredictable COVID pandemic. And I have to say, I know a number of parents who have children graduating, and the worst thing that has happened to them is not being able to be at a ceremony like we're having today. And a number of them have said it's the worst day that they're not able to have a photograph with their children at the graduation ceremony. So to all of the university staff who have worked long and tireless hours to facilitate these graduation ceremonies, and to honor these recent graduates in a formal and public manner, on behalf of the graduates and from the Council, I would like to say thank you very much. This is the 5th graduation ceremony where the university has been able to hold cohort-based graduation ceremonies. And they used to be in the big hall at the back and went for quite a number of hours, and I think these are very personal, and I actually prefer them. In person, these have been held at this university as compared to some of the other universities where they were all done in camera and via Zoom and Zoom Meet. And so clearly well done to everybody that was concerned. For those of you that don't know, we're live streaming today's ceremony, and I'm aware that we have a number of fellow graduates watching from various overseas locations and interstate locations, and hallelujah for yesterday. COVID has impacted on almost every aspect of our lives. Further, its impact both on health and in an economic sense, and that's the world where I live in, is set to continue for several years ahead. This will go down as a remarkable period in human history and how we actually dealt with it. During my involvement with the university, I've noticed the sheer joy on the faces of students that one does not typically observe at other universities, and I have been involved in other universities in various roles. Bond's student-centered mission, its intimacy induced by its determination not to grow too large, its diversity of people, its strong sense of independence and self-destiny are all critical ingredients that make up the unique character of Bond University. These are the unique elements that have embedded in the DNA of Bond, the superb student experience that is on offer, and the inviolate rule that the interests of students are paramount. Colloquially, we say that at Bond, the students come first, second, third, and fourth. And during my time at the university, and while I've been involved with Bond, I've come to see firsthand the reality of that aspiration and its daily application. And in fact, at every council meeting, the dashboard has at its centerpiece the student experience and how they rate their experience at the university. And I do not know another university that actually deals with it in that way. At the conclusion of the ceremony, Bond will have over 30,000 alumni. Over 32 years, there are more than 30,000 Bondies based all over the planet. There's always a Bondie doing some good somewhere at a given time. This is now your opportunity to join the Bond Alumni Network and perhaps help someone out and do some good somewhere else. Graduates, you should be immensely proud of your achievements, but you should also recognize that your achievements would not have been possible without support. A Bond degree requires considerable investment, as we are a self-funded, non-for-profit university. So I thank the many family people who are here, the supporters, the benefactors that have provided financial assistance to enable the graduates to study at Bond. While today is a day to celebrate, it is also an opportunity to reflect and to say thank you to those who have supported you. I urge each of you to make contact with those and have those who have supported you during your studies and thank them. And to quote the words of Joel Stern, silent gratitude is no use to anybody. You each have a copy of the program where you can follow the list of graduates. I trust that you enjoy the ceremony. Respect and acknowledge every one of your graduates and take away your special moment. To the proud parents in the middle of the hall and other family members and friends of the graduates, I share your sense of pride. I know exactly how you feel, as my wife and I have been sitting in those very seats while my 3 sons graduated from Bond, and I'm sure that we owe the success of my sons, as do many of the parents, to the experience that they've had here at Bond University. As a member of the governing body and this great university, I have many tasks to perform. None is more enjoyable than presiding at graduation ceremonies. And I have to thank COVID for that occurring, because the Chancellor doesn't miss a graduation for anything. And so I've finally got a Guernsey, so thank you to COVID. We will now move to the formal presentation of testimonies, and I now look forward to the presentation of each individual graduate. I ask that the Associate Dean of the faculty present the graduates. Thank you.
Before I formally present the graduates, I would like to remind you of the procedures that we will follow compliant with COVID-safe protocols. Graduates, please remember not to shake hands with the presiding officer. While I know that many of you will want to take photos, we have a professional photographer in attendance, and therefore members of the audience should remain in your seats during the ceremony at all times. I present graduates from the Bond Business School. Kundai Chowga. Bradley Lachlan Gibson. Talara McMullen Wilson. Graduates, if you could walk up the outside aisle, please. Sorry, whispering. Oh, okay. Back to what you were doing. Mitchell William Thomas Roberts. Gemma Kathleen Breton. Ivan Richard Jean-Baptiste Calves. Tori Jane Chandler. Thomas Dowes Collins. Natasha Page Delmar Wood. Samson Barry Ellis. Michael Guy. Amy Nicole Hungerford. Joanne Beckezella Jackson. Madison Jane Kennedy. Madison Margaret Picur Bazali. Wu Hao Chin. Alex Michael Sidden. Yazen Mukbul. Tani Anna Victoria Berkery. Scott Terry Green. Jason Francis Lee. Madison Kathleen Ross. Khalees Brandy Moore. Midori Sato. Jackson Thomas James Ayres. Daisy Hanalei Fielding. Zachary Brock Marion. Thomas James Neal. Dwayne Kellett. Michael Sergi. George John Santaro. Brandon Jacob Peter Beckers. Kelly Chen. Lucy Fisher. Daniel John Burns. Nicholas Kershaw. Dylan Tosh McDonald. Hector Mengana Felu. Cooper Lachlan Nichols. Shiwa Ten. Alexander Pereira. Mariana Grow da Silva. Monish Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Lee Tanenbaum has been selected to give the valedictory address on behalf of the graduating cohort this afternoon. She is graduating with the degrees of a Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Laws Honours Class 1. During her studies, Rebecca was awarded the Murray Award for Educational Leadership and the Goldsworthy Prize for Outstanding Major. She was placed on the Vice-Chancellor or Dean's list for academic excellence in every semester of her program, that's 11 semesters in total, and achieved first in class in 8 subjects. She graduates today with cumulative percentage average of 85 and a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 out of a possible 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Lee Tanenbaum.
We all stepped onto Bond's campus with a dream. However, it's not the dream that has gotten us to this point, but rather our hard work and dedication. Sleepless nights in the bat labs, more Turnitin submissions than we could care to count, and certainly a higher caffeine intake than we should have had. Today we leave with perhaps a slightly adapted dream, again ready to work hard and make that dream into a reality. Distinguished guests, friends, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. At the risk of sounding cliche, we did it. I'm highly honoured to be representing this graduating class. I remember the first time I stepped onto Bond's campus. I was in Year 5 and on a school excursion. From the signature sandstone to the glistening water ahead, framed by the magnificent arch, I fell in love with the beauty that this campus had to offer. I remember messaging my mum during our lunch break and mentioning that I never wanted to leave. She wisely suggested that I may want to finish high school first. But here we are today, leaving. This time, not with the yearning urge to experience university life and spend many late nights in the MLC, although for some of us that may be the case to experience round 2, but with the excitement and eagerness to open the next chapter of our careers, knowing that we have a Bond University degree in hand to pave the way. We don't just have a university education, we have a Bond education. As someone who has worked in the Bond marketing office, I'm all too familiar with the benefits of Bond, from small class sizes to having the privilege to learn from world-class academics. But we know firsthand that that is not mere marketing propaganda. It truly was our everyday and the reason that we all thrived here. From excelling in internships to engrossing ourselves in unique practical learning experiences, we are now equipped with the skills and dispositions to be leaders within our chosen fields. We also have the honour of being part of a community that could never be summarised for a brochure. A culture where you can walk into Don's on a Thursday night and know just about everybody, where a closed lecturer's door simply means please knock, not go away. Lecturers who played music while we enter class, sometimes even themed to the week's content. Lecturers who infamously downed a bottle of homeopathic sleep remedy just to prove a point in this very room. Or friends who even felt comfortable enough to wear their pyjamas to class. I believe I speak for us all when I say Bond truly is a family. So leaving today is not saying goodbye, but rather I'll see you again in the real world. In the wise words of Winnie the Pooh, how lucky are we to have had something so special that makes saying goodbye so hard? While sitting an exam or completing an assignment is generally a solitary endeavour, it is not without the support of those around us that we have gotten to be sitting here today. To our family, friends, lecturers, tutors, and even the baristas in the library, your love, friendship, patience, support, and motivation means the absolute world to us, so thank you. I would also like to take a moment to congratulate our colleagues who could not be with us here today due to the current pandemic. A Bond University degree has always meant studying alongside a vast array of different cultures and nationalities. And throughout the trials and tribulations of COVID, we were still lucky enough to be able to study online with all different international countries. We are a cohort not defined by the challenges of COVID, but rather by the resilience and adaptability that we have demonstrated in steadily continuing to pursue our dreams during these uncertain times. Often at a valedictory ceremony, we look to heroes to inspire us. But I believe those heroes are sitting here right before me today. The next CEO of an ASX 200 company, the next entrepreneur to take the world by storm, and the next sport legends agent are all sitting right here. Have the courage to change the world, the tenacity to be groundbreaking, and the kindness to make a difference. Do not let others be your limitations, and do not take no for an answer. So let's do it. Let's go out there and let's show the world what a Bond graduate can do. But always remember, once a Bondie, always a Bondie.
Thank you, Rebecca. It's always refreshing to hear a business and law graduate quote Winnie the Pooh and give us some insights of both your personal journey and experience here. But it was delightful to hear you speak on behalf of all your fellow graduates and to look at the opportunities that are presented to you through your education and going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, join me again in thanking Rebecca for her wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation of graduates. About 4 weeks ago, the Bond Investment Group, a student-led group in the university, held an event which is called Titans of Industry, where they bring very high-profile speakers in to speak to a combination of students, academic staff, and people from industry. One of the speakers at that event 4 weeks ago was very strong on pointing out the extent of economic and social disruption that we are facing in our communities right now. And it's been mentioned a number of times through the impact of COVID and a range of other things that are impacting on our community. But that speaker made it clear that he saw disruption not as a challenge, but as an opportunity. And again, Rebecca mentioned that it's about the opportunities. Disruption creates opportunities. You as graduates are entering a world of disruption, but we as your stakeholders or your people involved in your studies and then your career, we look forward to watching with pride as you make your mark on society, economically, and on communities, and as you grasp that opportunity. Graduates, I would ask you to please stand. I charge you as graduates of Bond University, demonstrate at all times the highest moral and ethical standards, to apply your learnings and education to the benefit of society, to pursue the highest standards in all your endeavours with excellence always your aim, and to support forever and enhance the reputation of your university through engagement as proud alumni. Graduates, do you accept that charge? I've been to many of these graduations where the Vice-Chancellor will stop us at that point and say, not good enough. So I will repeat it and ask you to say it again. Graduates, do you accept that charge? Yes. Thank you. You may now be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes the formal part of the ceremony. Shortly, the official party, academics, and the graduates will procession out of this theatre. I ask that you stand while the procession leaves the theatre and only exit once the last graduate has left the theatre. You are all invited to join the graduates in Don's Tavern for post-ceremony refreshments. Following the ceremony today, please visit the Alumni Centre on your way to Don's Tavern to receive a graduation gift. Please stand.